Do you love the sound of groups singing harmony? Have you ever thought that it would be fun to sing along with the group but were afraid to try? We'll find out more right now on Connecting Our Community, coming up next. Hi everybody, I'm Karen Allen. Welcome to Connecting Our Community. Tonight, we get to meet Mike Edison, the founding president of Harmony Express. Their chapter motto is Fun Through Excellence. But what do they do? This is actually cool. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I obviously am not
That's
talented
great.
in that direction.
There's ladies choruses that you can join. And,
no, thank you. But you guys are
talent.
all men.
Yes.
Tell me about it. What is Harmony Express?
Harmony Express is a men's a cappella chorus singing in the barbershop style.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way. We do not only traditional barbershop music, but also more current music, Broadway tunes, patriotic numbers, doo-wop numbers from the 60s. It's great fun.
I mean, your music ranges truly from like way, way, way back, like we're talking like Gershwin-ish, that kind of stuff.
We're talking, there are some that's late 1800s up to 70s, 80s, 90s.
Wait a minute, we're beyond 90s too? I mean, like now? Or are you rapping guys too? Are you Jay-Z's?
Not quite that, no. Don't quite aspire to that, no.
But you do everything. Because I mean, I know we're going to see some videos soon, but
Yes.
I actually saw all ages there. There's a young boy in there too. You do all ages.
Our youngest member is 11 years old, and he's got a great voice, and it's a great hobby for men of any age.
Okay, before we do see that video, how'd you get started? How long you been around, and how'd you come to be the president?
Well, how did I get started? I visited the Montgomery County Fair years ago, and my wife and I went, and there was a barbershop chapter that had a booth there, and I heard them sing, and I really loved the harmony. I grew up on Beach Boys and Eagles and other groups that had tight harmony, always loved it. So it really attracted me, and they invited me to come sing, and of course, I couldn't do it, so I walked away.
Wait, why couldn't you do it? Because you were shy?
Well,
or you didn't think you had the voice?
I was a little concerned. I was almost 40 years old at the time. I'd never sung in public anywhere. So we walked away, and I spent 1 year kicking myself for not trying it. We went back to the fair the next year, and the same guys were there. I started to walk away again, and I was encouraged to go back. And the gentlemen that were there had me sing one note, and they built the chord around it, and I knew immediately that I was hooked on it.
That is a great thing.
Yeah.
Too bad you wasted another year. See,
Too bad I wasted 40 years.
40 years,
yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
So now what did you turn that into? Because you fell in love at that moment and knew you were where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
But what did that turn into?
Well, I joined one of the local chapters. There are many in the DC area. It's an international society, which I'm sure we'll talk about later. I joined one of the local chapters, and the beautiful thing about this hobby is that the folks in the chapter will teach you everything you need to know. The basic requisite is that you can reproduce a note. So if you can hear a note and then sing that note, that's all you need to be able to do. The rest we teach you at the meetings.
Okay, and we do have a video later in the show where we're going to show somebody,
Yes.
one of your instructors, sort of teaching people that was
Correct.
I mean, but when you say you can, I mean, we know some of us that we can't sing. We're sitting in the car in the shower, la la la, but we really know. I mean, is really that enough, or don't you have to have some sort of?
Well, you have to be able to match a pitch, because in our hobby it's sung in 4-part harmony.
Okay.
And there's really nowhere to hide, so you really need to be able to sing that pitch.
Okay.
What's unique about the hobby is that we're used to hearing Broadway voices and stage voices with a lot of vibrato, and in this hobby that's not a requirement. And there are a lot of people that can reproduce a pitch that maybe don't have the Broadway training with all the vibrato.
Okay, so you can be everything but tone deaf and go in, right? Okay, better not go there.
Not quite.
All right.
I mean, let's look at the upside. We need an audience too. Not everybody.
Good way
can
to look at it. All right, so how many chapters are there? How many people in a chapter? How many people in this chapter?
Wow. I don't know how many chapters there are. There are hundreds and hundreds. It's an international organization, so there are
it's
chapters
huge.
all over the world. And there are competitions that occur in all these locations that boil up to the international competition, which was recently conducted in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, okay. And have you ever been to one?
I haven't been to international yet, but I'm hoping to go next year.
Okay. All right. That's
Yes.
exciting.
It is.
Very exciting. All right.
So you asked how many people in a chapter.
Yeah.
Chapters vary in size. Very large chapters may have 200-300 men.
Wow.
And they put 100 or 200 men on stage to perform, and it's quite an amazing sound. Our chapter, since it's relatively new, we were started in 2009. We have about 25 to 30 members, and but you'd be surprised how much sound 25 or 30 men can make when they sing on good with good pitch.
It must be delightful.
It's a great time, and I would tell anyone out there that I can say from experience that this hobby made me a better husband. It made me a better father, because when I'm doing this hobby, I'm not stressed, and it's a way to relieve all that stress, and I don't take it home. I don't convey it to the kids or anything else. So it's been a marvelous hobby, and it's something that you can do from a very young age into your 80s if you can still sing at that point. And there's a lot of guys singing at that age.
I think you just talked everyone who was listening to this show and then some into it, because you said you would become a better husband and father, because the relief of stress is everything we need these days.
Yes.
We're going to look at a video in a minute, but just saying that, I mean, if you can't do yoga, it's better than drinking, it's better than doing drugs, right? It's better than yelling at your family and kicking the dog.
Wow.
That is a miracle that you just said right there. Let's take a look at I love that. Let's take a look at the video of you guys in action.
Sure.
I have this to say. What are the chances of getting these gentlemen outside my window on a Friday night serenading me?
100%, because one of our annual fundraisers is we do Singing Valentines.
Wait, I'm not waiting till
And
February.
we will show right up at your doorstep
I love
and
it.
sing for you.
What a great gift, really, for somebody. What a great gift.
It's a lot of fun, and people, I could tell you so many stories about Singing Valentines that we delivered. If I may, a quick one, we delivered
Sure.
one to a gentleman that had been in a coma for a while and was just coming out of it, and he had not spoken a word in years. And we said, we have a gift for you from somebody that loves you very much, and started singing a love song to them. He started trying to sing.
Oh,
You
beautiful.
know,
What a
so
great
it's,
idea.
yeah, it's this hobby just brings you to places that you never expect. Just
I would
surprises
not
all
even
the time.
expect to think of it, but I can see why it would, because we love to listen to music in our car, and music does relax you, and
Yeah.
what a great idea. Now, how many men were there in that meeting?
I didn't count them specifically. There were probably 15 to 20
So that outside your house is fantastic. That's a hell of a neighborhood site too. And I mean, what a great way to raise money too, because you're into donations and right?
Yes, yes. We have many functions throughout the year. Singing Valentine's is one. We sing. We're having our first annual show coming up this fall. We do sing outs and performances with other chapters and for other organizations for fundraisers.
It's a great idea, because that is what keeps you. Is that what keeps you going? How do you take care of yourselves financially? I mean, how do you?
Well, that's how. And we also pay dues into the organization. Some of that stays in the chapter. Some of it goes to the international chapter, the Harmony Foundation, and other aspects of the international organization to keep things going.
It's like a fraternity, a little bit.
It's a family.
That's
It's
nice.
It's more than a fraternity. The folks that you meet, you know for all your life. It's really terrific.
Like brothers.
Yes.
I can see it in your eyes that you're passionate about this family. You really care about these guys.
Well, they're great guys, and there's one thing we all have in common, and that's that we love to sing and we love to hear this harmony.
Now, as president, we'll talk more about this when we get back, but is it your job to find the events and set up the schedules and set up, I guess, the coaching and the classes that bring this all together?
Well, we have different people step up to the plate, perform different functions. We have a young lady, Stacy Lynch, who's our performance coordinator.
A woman.
So oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have to.
Organization, of course.
Exactly. You nailed it. So, but she is phenomenal at finding places for us to sing, and she handles all of that and keeps us organized and keeps us going to the right place at the right time at the right date, so we can just focus on what we do best.
We're going to talk more with you when we come back. What a great idea. This is lovely. And we're going to see some more video of the Harmony Express when we come back and talk more with President, or former President, and probably future President, Mike Edison. Don't go away.
She wore blue velvet, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bluer than velvet was the night.
When you donate goods in response to an international disaster, it's expensive.
They have to cross the sea, pass through customs, be inspected, sorted, then finally delivered.
And often they arrive too late to help, making your good intentions feel a little empty.
There is a better way.
Cash donations are fast, simple, and allow professional relief workers to purchase supplies close at hand.
Cash is best. Learn more at CIDI.org.
It's our duty to serve veterans and military families who serve their country in the most difficult ways imaginable. Together, we can say thank you in so many ways. Small acts of kindness mean more than anything. With our support, veterans and military families can face even the most difficult challenges. Let's honor their service with ours.
She wore blue velvet, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bluer than velvet were her eyes, warmer than May, her tender sighs. Love was ours,
We're back. We're talking about the Harmony Express, which is a really cool singing group, and Mike Edison, the founder of the current branch, right? Is it the Rockville branch, or is it the Montgomery County branch?
It's Germantown, the Germantown chapter.
It's the Germantown chapter.
Yes.
So you could actually have a chapter in every little city in Montgomery County if you
could.
wanted to, but
You
don't
could.
need that because you have so many people in Germantown, right?
Well, we have a nice group in Germantown and looking to grow.
So you're looking for more. We'll talk about how you can get involved toward the end of the show. I want to ask you about a couple things. One is you have Harmony College. What is Harmony College?
Well, the Harmony Society, which is the international organization, conducts colleges and gives opportunities for members to learn more about the craft. It's more than just singing. It's a style of singing. These colleges cover everything from stage presence to how to arrange the music. They help with singing techniques for quartets and choruses. They also have youth programs at the colleges, at these universities and colleges, so that you have college kids and high school kids that get involved, and they learn the craft at a young age.
Yeah, getting them started younger actually
Yes,
is a really good
and they
idea.
love it, and a cappella singing is big right now, so they really
It
enjoy
is.
it. Yes.
It's very big right now, actually. So you also, when you say any age, meaning they could start as young as high school, you said?
Like I said, our
college?
youngest member is 11.
It's amazing.
He sings tenor, and he's marvelous.
Now, you said that you have to be able to sort of have a pitch or something. But do these young kids, I mean, do they need talent to join? Or they just have to like singing?
It's incredible. The kids have less inhibitions than the adults do, and the ones that can sing do very, very well.
Obviously, they know what they're doing when they get there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Now we're going to talk and show some video of your guy, your instructor, I
Our
guess,
director.
showing your director,
Chris,
showing some of your members how to sort of stand, how to go about the I guess the skills of singing. Right? There's more to it than just singing.
Yeah, I think this cut has him showing us technique and reinforcing the good technique.
So that they can sort of, kind of project the best way.
Well, the proper technique is what yields the best harmonic blend. So it's really important to have the proper technique, and that's how you get the most out of every chord that you sing.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see that.
Okay, let's fix our stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, that gives you the maximum strength in the base. One foot a little bit forward or the other. If you're on risers, the outside foot is the one that's a little forward. Okay, nice strong base. Minimum, sing. Minimum, 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 minimum. Bases sing. Okay, we'll do the key change. Mi, me, ma, mo, mu. Let's add the baritones. Sorry, add the baritones, all three parts. Okay, tenor. Mi, me, ma, mo, mu. Gonna do the key change. You remember the key change. Yeah, now I got it. Okay. Do the same thing except on the end. I want the leads to go up to the third. I want the tenors to stay on the roof. And go. Okay.
Wow. Uniforms and everything. They take it seriously, and that cute little 11-year-old boy is in there too.
He's terrific, and you saw a couple of gentlemen that weren't in uniform. One of them was a guest, and he's just learning and deciding whether he wants to move forward with us or not. So that was our assistant director, Frank Kirshner, and he was teaching us a couple of things. That one word we were singing was minimum, and we were saying that as a technique to loosen the jaw and loosen this area so that we can project the best sound. We don't want to be real tense.
Right.
Okay? So that's what was going on there.
That's a good
And,
thing.
yeah.
It's good for newscasters too, actually, to loosen up the jaw because we
Yes.
stumble over our words all the time. So that's a very good idea. Now, why the uniform?
Well, when we have sing-outs in the summer, we need a casual outfit. And so we got word that you folks were coming, so we wanted to look our best.
You did indeed.
We also have tuxedos that we wear in competition, so we get real fancy when we start competition. We also have choreography that goes with some of the songs, so
Wow.
it gets fancy.
That is who teaches you dance? Paula Abdul? Yeah, any of that?
Well, no,
Usher?
we do that on our own, and we also get help from other chapters. There are people that specialize in choreo and mapping it to the song so that we get the most meaning out of the song and convey the best message to the audience.
That's very cute. Now, you said something about the barbershop quartet. What were you talking about with the barbershop people?
Well, the Harmony Society is the international society. It was founded in 1938 by a gentleman by the name of O.C. Cash. And believe it or not, he wrote a letter to some friends saying that the government is taking too much control and the only liberty we have left is singing. In 1938 he wrote that letter. But we're not a political group, we're a singing group, but I did a little research and I found that to be interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Back in the day. But that's how the society got started in the Midwest, and it's grown ever since.
Because everybody's heard of the barbershop quartet.
Everybody's heard of barbershop quartets. You've seen them on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And other places.
Yeah, everywhere.
But what's not commonly known is the variety of songs that we sing.
Yeah, it does sound like you sing a whole lot more than we're used to hearing in the
Yes.
barbershop quartet. But what we really know about is the incredible harmony, and that's what you guys specialize in, that we remember from barbershop quartets.
Yeah, the harmony of 4 male voices is a unique harmony, and it can get very, very technical, but the bottom line is when you do it well, your ear hears notes in the chord that aren't even being sung.
Wow.
And that's what makes it sound so rich.
So tell me about your own quartet, Mike.
I have a quartet. The name of our quartet is Handsome Reward, and we compete and we do shows. We're featured in a couple of shows this year, so we're really excited. Quartetting is a microcosm of the chorus, if you will. It's still 4 parts. When you're singing in a chorus, you have
we got
groups
some great
of parts.
footage. Keep talking.
Yeah, we have groups of parts, but you can take one person from each part and create a quartet, and it should sound the same. So
that sounds wonderful.
quartetting is great. I really love that. You have a chance to bring out a little bit more of your personality and things like that. So being a shy person, I enjoy doing that a bit.
Let's tell folks, good for you, how to get involved if they want to. How can people be more involved? How do you join if they want to?
Well, the best thing they can do is go to our website, which will be shown on the trailer, and that's harmony-express.org.
Okay.
And follow the directions there.
Okay, and are there volunteer opportunities? What kinds of things can people volunteer to do? If, let's say, we know that you can sign up and join if you can pitch, if you can hear the pitch and you can
reproduce.
What
it.
about reproduce a pitch?
if you're not singing as well as you'd like, right now there are opportunities with organization, with as we've said before, with helping us with bookings and setting things up, ordering music. It takes a lot to keep a chapter going.
Right.
With uniforms, every time we get a new member, we have to order uniforms, make sure everybody has the right uniform. We have to order music. We have music selection committees. We have show committees for putting on shows. So if you like stage direction and that sort of thing, you can help us with shows. There's a lot to do.
It's a very big deal. Okay, and all right, so we also talked about competitions. If people want to find out more information about joining or going to performances or competitions, we should put that on the screen shortly, right? And it's all the same website, is that true?
You can go to our website and it'll link you to anywhere you need to go, or you can do a Google search on the Harmony Society.
Okay,
Barbershop Harmony Society.
Right there, harmonyexpress.org, essentially, or there's your email address right there, info@harmonyexpress.org. Don't forget the little dash between Harmony and Express.
That's right.
But eventually, if they Google it, they're going to find you anyway.
Sure.
You even got that's brave. You got your phone number up there. That's everybody. That's Mike's home phone. No, I'm kidding.
Call me anytime if you want to join.
Yeah. You basically got your lovely wife Patty and everybody who's in this, their wives, following them and supporting them, right?
It's a family in more ways than one. It's a brutally wholesome hobby, and what's great about it, when the husband's out rehearsing, your wife never has to worry about where you're at or what you're doing. You're with a bunch of guys that are singing and making great music. Some of the wives enjoy coming to the rehearsals and listening to us, work on our new material and things like that. So it's just a family. And there's something I'll tell you that every chapter has a group of songs put out by the society. They're called polecat songs. Mm-hmm. And these are songs that every barbershopper knows. So I can go to a meeting in San Diego and sing with a quartet immediately, that group of songs.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
It's nice to see that you can reach out across every branch or every city, every chapter, thank you, internationally even, and feel like a kinship, a brotherhood. That's nice.
Yes, and you meet friends at these competitions that are friends for life.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a great brotherhood. All right. So one more time, Harmony Express, basically harmonyexpress.org with the dash in the middle, or info@harmonyexpress.org, and the phone number is 301-275-0286. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, good luck to you and all the best. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. As always, of course, there's a blog, Connecting Our Community blog on mymcmedia.org. Okay. Thank you so much, Mike Edison. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks everybody for watching. I'm Karen Allen. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.